Hello everybody, I'm InTheLittleWood, also known as Martin, and welcome to the PlayStation 4. This is something we haven't done on the channel before yet. I'm very quickly going to show you how to enable this on your PS4, and also how to use the editing software that's been added into this, which I think is really cool. So if you want to make your own little videos on the go, things that you want to share on the PlayStation Network, that's a thing, and it's actually really interesting. So it's super simple to do. Just make sure that you update to the latest version of the PlayStation Network or the PlayStation software, and then all you need to do is go down to System, and this one right here, enable HDCP, toggle that so the tick has disappeared, and then the next time you start your console you'll be able to run it through the Elgato, which is quite cool. Now the PS4 setting on the Elgato doesn't really exist yet. It's there, but it's very placeholder, but running it through the Xbox One setting that it has on there at 1080p is pretty damn cool. And now we're going to get into Share Factory. So basically this allows you to edit videos, not only from gameplay but from camera stuff. You can add music, narrations, all these different kinds of things, and it's actually really good. Like, it's quite intuitive considering that it's all based on a controller. It's not your typical Sony Vegas or, you know, Premiere Pro setup. And this is great for people that don't have, you know, strong PCs for rendering, stuff like that. If they only want to share videos on here, and I think as far as I'm aware you can actually export them onto your USB stick as well, which is pretty handy. So we've got all these different themes that we can pick from, which is quite cool. So I'm just going to go for the Share Factory theme, and you can see that these top three ones here are actually ticked, which means that they're going to be in my library of clips that I can use to start off with, which is quite cool. If you press R2 you can actually preview them like that, which is quite nice. And we've got this one as well. What's this one? I think this is basically one of the promo, like the demonstration ones. I can show you that whole video in a couple of minutes time. Yeah, so that's that one. Okay, cool. I'm going to add that in so I can pick some clips out of hers. And I'm also going to grab that thing, which is nice. And then I'm going to get all the PS4 stuff. So there's quite a cool little intro. It goes, PlayStation. Oh, it doesn't say it on that one. I think it's this one here. Go on, say it. PlayStation. I like it. Here at Nintendo, we like to give all our 3DS holders the best devices possible. Right, cool. So I've got all my clips. Sorry, enough of that. So I've got all my clips ready to rock and roll. So what I need to do now is I need to go through to here. If I press Start Project, and I'll keep the name as Share Factory, that'll be fine. And you get brought into the editor. So by default, you're going to have a couple of bits inside of here. So there's a lot of controls. I'll go through them very slowly so people can understand them. I will work from the bottom left all the way to the bottom right across the bottom of the screen. So right here we can basically play this. I'll go for the play button first because that's the most obvious one. If you just press in the little touchpad, it will actually play the video clip for you, which is quite cool. And you'll see that there's a little transition there, and it goes into that one. And then it'll go into another transition. That's my PlayStation Network name, by the way. If you send me a friend request, I probably won't accept it unless I actually know you. Okay, so let's start working across the bottom of the screen then. So in the bottom left corner, you can see the little plus sign. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to very quickly delete everything that is in the timeline so I can show you from fresh. And it's not so confusing when I'm like chopping and skewing things around. That one we can't delete, but that's because I want to place a clip after it. And I'm going to choose the Metal Gear Solid one, I reckon. So if I quickly add this into the timeline, there we go. Press square to add the clips, and then there it is. Now this thing is huge. It's like an entire 22 minutes of footage. And let's get that shot of that guy up in the tower then. So if I press square, what I can do now is I can split the clip right there by pressing X, and then there we go. We've got the two clips. So you can use L1 and R1 to skip between each of the clips. And then what I can do now is I can trash that clip by pressing square, and what it will now do is it will go straight from this Share Factory thing right the way through to that one. And if I want to add a little transition in between them, I just press X again. I can add transition normally onto, maybe I have to go onto the previous clip. Yeah, previous clip, add transition. And let's just go for a crossfade. I think that'll work quite well. So then when you press play, it should give us the little title. It'll have that. I don't know what the effect is on that one. I'll have to check. And then it goes through to there. There you go. Look at that. And now you get straight into the gameplay. Sound quality is great. Visual quality is actually pretty good. I don't think this is full 1080p. I think it's a slightly lower resolution, but it works quite nicely. So I'm just going to quickly inspect the clip that we have on here, or the effects. What is it that's on there at the moment? Oh, I see, it's the sticker. Ah, okay. So if I press X, I can actually move this sticker around the screen. If you can see this one just here. So that's something that's actually overlaid onto the game, which is quite cool. Now, I don't know what the library is like for different stickers that you can actually add into things. But you can see with the sticker, we can transform it. We can change the opacity anywhere from 100 to 0%. So if we move that down to 41. And you can also delete the sticker as well, which is quite cool. So let me get rid of the sticker for now. I don't want that. There we are. Cool. Let's back up. I don't want to cancel out the project, so we've done that. Let's say after like 5 seconds or so, so that's 5, let's go for like Maybe there. Yeah, let's do that. So if I split the clip again, there we go. That's nice. And then we can delete this clip here. And then we can put something else in after that. So let's go to add. Let's see what else we've got. Let's go for another clip. Let's go for the PlayStation 4 outro. Because that one is pretty cool. Where is it? Oh, wait. Are we stuck in the one theme? Oh, I see. Oh, that's kind of disappointing that you can't combine the Share Factory overlays as well as the other one. So I guess I'll go for the Share Factory outro then. And I'll pop that right there. I'll maybe do another cross dissolve on that. So if I press add on there, I'm going to go for add transition. And let's do a fade to black and then see how that looks. So if we press play on that, there we go. There's the logo. It goes straight into the Metal Gear Solid thing. And then hopefully after a few seconds, it will fade to black. I don't even know if we'll get a shot in there. Yeah, there you go, one shot. And then it crossfades back out, which is quite cool. One thing I haven't mentioned so far, actually, is that as much as you can actually track across the timeline with the right analog stick, you can actually do it with the touchpad, which is quite nice. It feels a little bit more intuitive in that sense. And you can also use that as the play button. You do have to click it in, though, to actually press play, which is quite interesting. And if you really want to go through and finely tune these cuts that you make, so like if I want it to be a little bit sharper to where the shot is, you can track with the D-pad, and you can get right down to each individual frame that you want to edit, which is something that you would normally do in things like Prem Pro and stuff with just the up, down, left, right arrow keys, which is quite nice. Anything else that we can do to this? I want to add an effect to this one because I haven't actually inspected the effects just yet. Oh my god, right, okay, so the effects are the stickers. Okay, that's fine, that's all good. So we've got all those different kinds of stickers. What else have we got? Oh, I dropped out of it. There we go. So we've got stickers, we've got theme stickers, we've got filters. Oh, wow, okay. There we go. I was going to say, where's the sepia filter? That looks horrendous, doesn't it? Oh, God. Let's delete that effect or at least replace it. There we go. Delete filter. Yes, please. So it looks like you can only have a maximum of 2 filters or 2 effects on this thing at a time. So that's quite interesting. Layouts. Ooh. Okay, let's try some of these. Vertical bands. Oh, my God. Well, that's kind of interesting, isn't it? Obviously, it doesn't look so well for this gameplay footage, but I bet other games would lend itself better to that. I reckon things like platformers might look quite nice, because you'd always have the character in the central rectangle, and then obviously the rest of the gameplay and the rest of the environment would sit nicely in the others. Oh, that's really cool. I like this. Let's add another effect onto the top of it then. Let's add a sticker in. I want a thumbs up. I saw that. Where was it? There you go, thumbs up. So if I put this onto the field, I'm going to use the transform. I'm going to make this quite small, actually. So how do I actually shrink the size of it? Oh, I see. L1 and R1. There you go. So if I just put that over here, and then R1 is what you use to maximize it, and you can actually rotate it with L2 and R2, which is quite nice. And then I'm just going to move it around. I'm going to bang it in the... I'm going to just abruptly put it in there. just going to sit it inside of there, and I'm going to bring the opacity down to about 67%. So there we go. So there we are. So we've got a sticker in. We've got a special effect on the video. Is there anything else that we can do with this? Let's have a look. Add. Oh, you can add music, and you can also add commentaries as well. And surprisingly, there's actually quite a bit of music we can choose from. Let's have a listen. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ah. Yep. Turn me up. Headphones are too quiet. Turn me up. Yeah, no, you need to turn me up. All right, cool. That's good. I want to add that one in. I want to put that in, actually, over the very first clip. I want to put that in right there. That music is amazing. Okay, where is it? Make some noise. That was the one. Okay, so that's where the audio starts, and that's where the audio lives. So how do I move it along? Let's see how this plays out. So if I just do... Am I not able to move the audio? That's a shame. What about if I go to configure, move music? There it is, good stuff. So if I move that right to the start and then press play. This is so good. I love this. Thumbs up, brilliant. Wait, did that thumbs up transition in? Oh, it just abruptly appears. Obviously, that would take a little bit of fine tune to sort that out. Nice. And then obviously the music just continues forever. Oh, split music. Okay, let's split the music right there so it snaps to the end of the video. We can trash that music, and then the video should just be that long. So that's the music. I really like that. And obviously you can edit the volume of the music just by going to configure, and you can go to music volume, and you can bring that down. Let's go right the way back out to the root part, and let's go to add, and we can also add a commentary. Let's see if we could do this. Add commentary. Now I don't know what microphone it's going to detect. It does say no device, so I'm assuming you'd have to plug in a headset to this, or maybe even the PlayStation Move camera would probably pick you up on that. So we obviously can't do that one today. So let's finish this off and actually render this video out. If you want to watch it in full screen, you can press L2 so you can check it out in there. And now if I go to options, I can save the project if I'd like to. Defo. Make sure you do that every sort of like 5 to 10 minutes, by the way, if you're ever editing anything on any platform. It's always recommended. And then we'll see the render times, and they're actually not too bad. I rendered out the demo one that the lady from PlayStation did, and it was actually pretty quick. I think for something like a 2.5 minute video, I think the render time was 3, maybe 4 minutes, and it had some really high quality gameplay footage in there. Loads of transitions, loads of effects, loads of music underneath it as well. And what I can now do is if I go back to the PlayStation menu and go across to my, where is it, capture gallery, there we are, and if I go to share factory, and you'll have my rendered out video sat inside of here, and I can share this onto the network as I please. So there you go. Oh yeah, there we go. So there we are. That is my cool video. If you want to make some of your own and tweet them to me, that would be awesome. If you can send me them on PlayStation Network, InTheLittleWoods is my PSN name if you want to do that. And I'd love to see what all of you guys can come up with. It'd be pretty cool. So other than that, make sure you update to 1.7, get yourselves recording on the PS4. If there are any games you want me to play on the PS4, by the way, then definitely let me know. We get loads of stuff for free on PlayStation Plus, which is always amazing. I've got all these games currently, so if you'd like to see any of these dabbled in, Knack is quite cool. I did want to do a Havagander on Knack. I might do that in the future. But other than that, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you all in a little bit.